What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Monday, July 3rd slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard to start us off.
Yeah, I went 0-1 yesterday because I gave out the Twins on the money line versus the Baltimore Orioles. And this game hurt a lot because I even said it on the video yesterday that I am really wary about betting on the Twins because their offense is just so brutal. And their offense is what did not allow us to cash this bet. Because Sonny Gray, he was awesome in this game, pitched another gem of a game. But then their offense failed to back him up because they lost by a score of 2-1. And Cedric Mullins made an amazing play in the outfield in this game, catching a ball right at the wall. Probably would have been a stand-up triple if he did not catch that. So that one hurt, but I'll be better today.
Yeah, Trey, I went 1-0. I had the Washington Nationals on the money line at plus 210 against the Philadelphia Phillies, and they did win the game. They came off that 19-4 rout the other night and finished the series strong, winning the game 5-4. Today marks the sixth straight time the Nationals have won the last game of the series, something to look at in the future maybe. But, Trey, we did not sweep, so that means we will have a $50 giveaway. We're going to do that on Friday's live show. We're going to have a $50 giveaway for that, and we're going to have a $50 giveaway for trivia. So a $100 giveaway on Friday should be fun. Come catch us on our live show on Friday at 8 p.m. But, Trey, let's take a look at our plays for today. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking the St. Louis Cardinals at Miami Marlins game. This game's going to be pretty fun for me to watch because I've become a mini fan of this Miami Marlins team, mainly because of their pitching rotation and Luis Arias. In St. Louis, they've been pretty brutal this season. They find themselves as the owners of the third worst record in the National League with a 35-48 record, 18-23 on the road. And Miami, they've been really impressive this season. They actually have the third best record in the entire National League with a 48-37 record, 25-16 at home. Miami's been dominant in the heat in Miami. And the Marlins, they're throwing out one of my favorite pitchers in this game in Braxton, Garrett. And Garrett, he's pitched in 16 games so far this season, turned it to a 4-2 record with a 3.53 ERA. And he's allowed 2 or less runs in 13 of those starts as well. So he's been great for the Marlins this season. And the Cardinals, they're throwing out a pitcher that loves to allow a lot of base runners in Miles Mikolas. And Mikolas, he's allowed the second most hits so far in the entire MLB with 115 in his 17 starts. And Mikolas, he's turned that to a 4-5 record with a 4.44 ERA. And if he allows this Marlins team to just string together hit after hit, this game could get ugly pretty quickly. So give me the Miami Marlins on the money line at minus 120. And they are the home team, and they're easily throwing out the more dependable pitcher in this game in Braxton Garrett. So let's go Marlins.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Chicago Cubs going up against the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm going to take the Brewers on the money line, minus 108. Something is very off with the Chicago Cubs right now. They're currently down 6-0 against the Guardians. They have lost 6 of the last 7 games. And the opposite is happening with the Milwaukee Brewers, being winners of 4 of their last 5 games, and they're coming back home after 3 full series away from home. The Brewers will have Julio Teheran on the mound, who has been great this year, besides his last start where he gave up 7 earned runs in 5 2/3 innings. We have seen him in 7 games so far this season, and in 6 of those games, he has been very good, allowing 2 runs or less in every single one of those starts. He did have that slip up against the Mets last time out, but I think he's going to get back on track in this game against the Cubs. The bats of the Chicago Cubs have really been struggling over the last several games, which is why they are currently on this losing streak. They have scored just 1 run or less in 4 of the last 6 games, which is really hurting their starting pitch because they do have a very good starting rotation this season. One of those guys that has been decent for the Cubs has been Drew Smyly, who will be on the mound today. He is also coming off a horrible start, giving up 7 earned runs to the Philadelphia Phillies. But I think the Brewers, on their winning streak, have the bats cooking right now, and we could be in store for another bad game for Drew Smyly. One of the worst batting teams in the MLB this season has been the Milwaukee Brewers, but over their last 5 games, they have scored 5+ runs in 4 of those 5 games. When you're hot, you're hot. The Milwaukee Brewers right now are red hot. Take them today to beat the Cubbies. That will be my play today. Trey, let's take a look at those player props from yesterday. Start us off.
Yeah, we are about as average as it got yesterday because I went 1-1. I gave out Matt Olson under 1.5 total bases versus the Marlins, and Aaron Savali under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Cubs. And Olson, he did not cash the under for us. He smashed a double in his last at-bat in the 8th inning, and it just drove a knife through my heart. I was a little confused as to why it was not an error. Yes, it was a hard hit ball to left field, but ultimately the fielder got a glove on it, made a play on it, and he did drop the fly ball. So in my opinion, it should have been an error, not a double. So that one hurt. If you guys disagree with me, drop something in the comments because I do think it could have gone either way. Maybe it was just me being spiteful because I lost the bet. But Aaron Savali, he did cash the under for us. He pitched another gem of a game. It was awesome. and he pitched in 6 innings, only allowing 3 hits on 1 run. So I did go 1-1 yesterday. I'm definitely going to go 2-0 today, though.
Yeah, Trey, baseball's broken right now with errors and decisions on hits. Tommy Pham had a ball tonight. Mets against the Giants, hit his glove. They ruled it a hit. I don't understand how that happened. Cody Bellinger also had a fly ball yesterday in the Cubs game. Landed between 2 Gold Glovers. They both looked at each other. The ball hit the ground. They ruled it a double. So I don't know what is considered an error anymore in the MLB. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out for the rest of the year. But I did have Lane Thomas over 1.5 bases against the Phillies. Was not his day. He did have a couple hard hit balls, but nothing fell down for him. And we did cash with Garrett Cole under 2.5 earned runs against the St. Louis Cardinals. He allowed 2 runs, got a little dicey there in the 6th inning, but he did manage to come through for us. So 2-2 as a team. Trey, we are sweeping the board today. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm going back to the well here with this guy that's always cash for me. I'm going with Elly De La Cruz over 8.5 fantasy score versus the Nationals. Elly, he has not enjoyed a very good 5-game stretch here recently, but I'm a big fan of it because I think that allows us to get a great discount line here at 8.5. And Elly, he's only hit the over 8.5 in 2 out of his last 5 games. And those 3 games he did not go over. He scored 0 fantasy points in all of those games. But all we need Elly to do here is get a single and a stolen base, and that puts us right at this number. And Elly can do that in his sleep. Now, I do think that Elly's going to do a lot more than that in this game because he's getting a cupcake matchup here versus the Nationals. Because Washington, they're throwing out Jake Irvin in this game. And that's great news for us because Irvin, he's only pitched in 10 games this season, turned it to a 1-4 record with a 4.72 ERA. But the thing that really makes me feel good about this bet is because Irvin, he allows a ton of base runners. He averages allowing 7.1 base runners per start. And if Elly can get on base, this bet is all bet cashed for us. So give me Elly De La Cruz to go over 8.5 fantasy score versus the Nationals.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play. For my batting prop tonight, I'm going to take Bryan Reynolds over 1.5 bases going up against the Dodgers. I have a lot of reasons why I like this play. The first one is going to be that Michael Grove will be on the mound for the Dodgers. It looks like the Dodgers are going to keep him in the starting rotation. And when he does start, he's been horrible this season. He's given up 4+ earned runs in 4 of his last 5 games pitched, and he has only pitched in 21 innings in those last 5 games. He has a 7.54 ERA, and the right-hander is going to get hit around in this game against the Pirates. The reason I like Reynolds in this game is because we have a lot of boxes that have been checked off for Reynolds against Michael Grove. The first one is that we will have an away game for the Pirates, and on the road, Bryan Reynolds is hitting .312 compared to .242 at home. This will also be a night game for the Pirates, and at night, Bryan Reynolds is hitting .293 compared to .260 in day games. And lastly, against right-handed pitching, Bryan Reynolds has 21 extra base hits compared to just 7 extra base hits against left-handed pitchers. He is hitting .291 against righties compared to .250 against lefties. Give me Bryan Reynolds tomorrow over 1.5 bases against the Dodgers. Trey?
That's a juicy play. I love that one. So my pitching prop, it's going to be another juicy one. It's going to be Braxton Garrett under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Cardinals. I touched on Garrett earlier in the game picks. I do think he's going to have a great game here versus the Cardinals. And Garrett, he's allowed 2 or less runs in 13 of his 16 starts. That's an 81% hit rate. And I think that we have a great chance for it to continue here versus St. Louis. And yes, the Cardinals, they do score a little bit of runs. They do average 2.72 runs per game in the first 5 innings, which is the 10th highest in the major leagues. But I do think that Garrett can hold them down below their average in this game because that's what he's been doing against every team he's faced. So give me Braxton Garrett to go under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Cardinals.
Yeah, Trey, I like it. For my pitching prop, it will be Michael Grove taking his over 2.5 earned runs allowed against the Pirates. Just like last week, this is a little bit of a risky play. However, just like last week, I do think this play will cash. Michael Grove has given up 4+ earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts, and he's also given up 4+ earned runs in all the games where he's gone at least 4 innings pitched in the last 5 games. He will be starting this game for the Dodgers, and I don't think they will pull him before the 4th inning pitch unless he gets absolutely torched in the first couple innings. This will be a home game for the Dodgers, and Michael Grove has been better at home than on the road, but those numbers at home are still very bad on the season. He has just below a 5 ERA at home, giving up 15 hits in 21 innings. But the big thing I saw is that he's allowed 7 home runs at home in 4 games started. His whip this season is sitting at 1.60, so he's going to allow some base runners. And all it takes is one swing for the Pittsburgh Pirates to put up 3 runs on the Dodgers early in this game. So give me Michael Grove over 2.5 earned runs against the Pirates as my last play of the night, guys. That'll do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Monday, July 3rd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.